Hey everyone, and welcome back, or if you're new here, my name is Josh, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Marriott Bonvoy Bevy credit card by American Express. So I'll be going over the main features of this card, its pros as well as its drawbacks. So hopefully by the end of this video you'll have a much better idea of whether or not this credit card is a good fit for you. But before we go ahead and dive into the main features of this card, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Plus, if you would like to receive a few free stocks, in a pinned comment below, I will be leaving a link to Webull. All you have to do is once you click on that link, is just open up a free account and then deposit anywhere between 1 penny up to $100. Possibly even more. The more that you deposit, the more free stocks that you receive. You will see that up on the screen once you click on that link. Now, diving right into the main features of the Marriott Bonvoy Bevy credit card. First off, we're going to be talking about points and how you can earn them. So with this card, you will be earning 6 points per dollar spent at hotels participating in Marriott Bonvoy. Then you'll be earning 4 points per dollar spent at both restaurants worldwide, as well as U.S. supermarkets on up to $15,000 in combined purchases per calendar year. Then after that, you will be earning 2 points per dollar spent in those two categories. And then on all other transactions, you will be earning 2 points per dollar spent. Now on top of that, there's also going to be a spend bonus with this card as well. So as long as you're able to spend at least $5,000 within the first 6 months of having this card, you will be receiving 155,000 bonus points. That's going to be a spend of right around $833 per month, which for some people might be quite doable. For others, it might be a stretch. But just to put this in perspective, the 155,000 bonus points per night at hotels is going to be anywhere between 5,000 up to 150,000 points per night. So depending on how nice of a hotel and which nights that you stay on will depend on how many free nights that you'll be getting out of the 155,000 points. Now on top of that, you're also going to be receiving some other benefits with this card as well. So just for an example, you will be receiving 1,000 bonus points per paid eligible stay booked directly with Marriott for properties participating in Marriott Bonvoy. You'll also be receiving complimentary Gold Elite status, which is going to earn you up to 2.5 points from Marriott Bonvoy on eligible hotel purchases with the 25% bonus points on stay benefit. You're also going to be receiving 15 Elite Night credits. So each calendar year, you're going to be receiving the 15 Elite Night credits for Marriott Bonvoy Elite status. Then with this card, you're also going to be receiving some travel perks as well. So just for an example, you're going to be receiving 1 free night for any Marriott Bonvoy hotel after spending at least $15,000 on eligible purchases on this card in a calendar year. Now the redemption value of your free night is going to be up to 50,000 points, which is going to get you a pretty good hotel all in all. Now on top of that, you're also going to be receiving free in-room premium internet access. So if you're on the go, you're definitely going to have free Wi-Fi in your room, which is definitely going to be a positive as well. Then you're also going to be receiving car rental loss and damage insurance. So as long as you pay for your entire rental and decline the collision damage waiver at the rental company counter, you can be covered for damage to or theft of a rental vehicle in the covered territory. Now you must read important exclusions and restrictions though, as not all vehicle types or rentals are going to be covered under this policy. The product will also work as secondary coverage and does not include liability coverage. Now on top of that, you're also going to be receiving a baggage insurance plan. So this is going to cover you for lost, damaged, or stolen baggage when you purchase the entire fare for a common carrier vehicle ticket. The coverage on this can be provided for up to $2,000 for checked baggage and up to a combined maximum of $3,000 for checked and carry-on baggage in excess of coverage provided by the common carrier. Now on top of that, you're also going to be receiving trip delay insurance as well. So if a round trip is paid for entirely with this card and a covered reason delays your trip for more than 12 hours, this insurance can help reimburse certain additional expenses purchased on the same eligible card up to $300 per trip and a maximum of 2 claims per card per 12 consecutive month period. Now on top of that, you're also going to be receiving some benefits as far as shopping and entertainment goes as well. So you're going to get 2 free day shipping on eligible items with Shop Runner. Then you're also going to be receiving purchase protection as well. So this benefit is going to protect your items for up to 90 days from the covered purchase date for items that are stolen, accidentally damaged, or lost. And then you're also going to be receiving extended warranty protection as well. So this is going to give you up to 1 extra year added onto the original manufacturer's warranty. And this is going to apply to only warranties of 5 years or less on covered purchases in the United States or its territories. So now that we went over the main features of this card, at this point in time, we are going to go ahead and dive into the APR and fees, because of course this is also super important as well. So starting out, we're going to be covering the purchase APR. With this one, starting out, it is going to be anywhere between 20.99 to 29.99% based on your credit worthiness. Then as far as cash advances go on this channel, we usually recommend to stay far away from cash advances. This, of course, should not be considered financial advice, just my own personal reasons. Usually there's a very high interest rate on them, plus you're going to be paying a lot of fees as well. But if you do decide to take out a cash advance with this card, just know that your interest rate on those is going to be a whopping 29.99%. plus some fees as well, which we are going to dive into right now. So as far as the fees go on those cash advances, the fees are either going to be $10 or 5% of the amount of each cash advance, whichever happens to be greater. Now, one of the other perks about this credit card is the fact that you can travel abroad with it because there are no foreign transaction fees. That's a pretty big perk, because with other cards out there in the market, you might see a foreign transaction fee as high as anywhere between 3 to 5%. So with this card, you aren't going to be charged any fees for using it internationally. Now, on top of that, if you happen to have a late or return payment, though, there is going to be a fee for that. That fee is going to be up to $40. Now, if you happen to pay late the first time, maybe even the second time, you could always try calling into American Express to see if you can have that fee waived. For the first time, they might give you some type of forgiveness. I really wouldn't push your luck too much further past then, though. So I would do whatever you can to make sure that you are paying on time, whether that's setting up auto pay, marking your own personal calendar, whatever you have to do, make sure that you are paying on time. Now, thankfully, with this card, there is no over limit fee. So if you happen to go over your limit, that's going to be completely fine. There's not going to be a fee with that. But there is going to be an annual fee, though. The annual fee with this credit card every single year is going to be $250. So now that we went over the main features of this card as well as the APR and fees, at this point in time, we are going to go ahead and dive into what I would consider anyways to be the biggest pros and drawbacks of this card. So we're going to start out with the good things. The first good thing, of course, is the fact that you can earn those bonus points. 155,000 bonus points as long as you're able to spend at least $5,000 within the first 6 months of having this card. And again, 155,000 points can get you a lot of nights depending on what type of hotel you're staying at and what nights you're staying at. So you can definitely get a lot of benefit out of this card with that spend bonus. Now, on top of that, you're also going to be receiving complimentary Gold Elite status, which is going to give you a lot of good things as well, such as free room upgrades depending on the night that you're staying in, stuff like that. And then finally, with this card, there's not going to be a foreign transaction fee either. So if you happen to travel abroad, this is definitely a card that you can continue to take with you and use, and you won't be charged any extra fees for doing so. So those are the good things about this card. Now we're going to go ahead and dive into what I would consider to be the biggest cons. First thing, of course, is going to be that annual fee of $250 every single year. You are going to have to pay that fee. So that could be a drawback for some people, despite all the perks that this card has to offer. Also, with this credit card, you're not going to be getting like a free night on your anniversary year. With one of the other Marriott cards, the Marriott Boundless card, you actually get a free night on your anniversary year. And with that card, the annual fee is only $95. There's also no other credits either, like with the Hilton card, for example. Every single quarter, you get a $50 credit to use at the hotel for like their breakfast, lunch, or other things they had there. With this one, there's not going to be any credits, and if there happens to be a resort fee, you will have to pay for that resort fee. And then there's no other credits either, like for TSA pre-check or global entry. So I think if they included something like that, this card would be a whole lot better. But just to sum things up here, all in all, I would say for the first year alone, just because of that spend bonus of 155,000 points, is definitely going to make this card worth it, at least for the first year. Now, as far as the second year moving forward, it might be better to pick up another card because you will have to spend at least $15,000 in order to get a free night. And considering that you're paying $250 just for the other perks that this card has to offer, is probably not worth it in the second year moving forward. But that's all we have for today's review. I certainly hope that you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a like, consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.